actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the Silent Assassin Suit Only series. And this week we will be off to Marrakesh, where we will be taking on two targets, namely Klaus Strandberg and Razor Zedan. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location, and we're going to be bringing with us a silenced pistol, a breaching charge, and a vial of lethal poison. So right from the start and off the bat, this is a relatively easy mission, even though it is Marrakesh. So we're just going to make our way to the mechanic shop off to our left, grab the screwdriver, and now we're going to make our way around to the shoe shop where the tunnel entrance to the consulate building is, and we're going to set up our first kill, which is Razor Zedan. Now normally getting into the school in our suit is ill-advised, so luckily we don't have to. So if we make our way to this plate in this shop right here and add our poison to it whilst no one is looking, that's why we bump the security guard we've just passed there on our way in, just to slow him down a bit. So what we're going to do now is go and wake up the waiter, who will then take that plate of poisoned food directly to Razor Zedan. So all we have to do here is turn on the radio here, just behind the Shisha Cafe, and that will play out over the next few minutes. In the meantime, we need to move on to Klaus Strandberg, and this is where things will get slightly more tricky. So we're going to make our way all the way around to the side of the consulate building, and then down into the underground car park. And down here we're going to have to do a bit of sneaking around. So we're going to make our way to the mechanics depot area, down into the tunnel, and then up onto the mechanics area again, and then in through the window here, and this will avoid the guard just outside. So now we're just going to keep hugging the outside wall all the way round. Just be aware of this one patrolling guard here. He can be tricky. So as you can see, he is slyly spotting me there, but we've managed to get behind a car. Unfortunately, he did see me enough to come and investigate. Depending on your timing, he may not even be there for you. So I'm just going to play keep away around the car here until he loses interest, and hopefully no one else will look in this direction and see a well-suited man crouching by a vehicle in a restricted area. So once the guard has lost interest, we can approach the double doors here, add our breaching charge, blast the doors open, and make our way into the consulate building. And we're going to head straight up the stairs to our left here and into the janitor's room, which is also just to our left at the top of the stairs. And in here we're going to use the vacuum cleaner, and that will attract the attention of a guard on the balcony through the door just ahead of us. So we're going to turn off the vacuum cleaner as well and wait behind the door here, and when the guard comes in to investigate, we can then close the door behind him, position ourselves behind the guard, render him unconscious, and hide his body in the crate provided. So now we're going to go real sneaky. So we're going to make our way out onto the balcony. Be aware that there could be another guard at the far end, so you may have to avoid him. We're now going to go for the control room, using instinct to make sure the coast is clear, as there are a number of people who will pass by this area. It looks like we have just enough of a window to turn on the lights. As you can see, it's sparking there in the corner, and then we can make good our escape straight back down the balcony area. And it should be around about now that we lose Reza Zidane.
Target down. Move on to Klaus Strandberg.
So, for the purposes of the video and the fact that Klaus is now on the balcony, we will stick around for the kill, although I recommend just heading for the nearest safe exit immediately.
Both targets down. Now head towards an exit.
So, as Diana suggests, I think we've outstayed our welcome now. So all we have to do is to make good our escape, and we are going to retrace our steps exactly the same way we came in, down into the underground car park. We're going to cut through the maintenance room and the tunnel stairwell, just once again to avoid the enforcer. Do be aware that there is another enforcer area officer who would be around that area. He wasn't there for me, so we could just run straight up the stairs and over the consulate wall where we are no longer trespassing, and we can now make a free bid for the nearest exit, which unfortunately is still quite a distance away. We're going to go for the bazaar exit. So there we go, Marrakesh Silent Assassin suit only completed, and next up I believe we will be off to Bangkok, which will not be quite so easy. And then after that we have obviously Colorado, which will be damn near impossible. So we have confirmation that we have retrieved our Silent Assassin rating, and we can move on to Bangkok. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.